You went with your dad to Italy when you were just a little boy. I think, what, you're 5 years old at one point?
5 years old. Yeah.
5 years old. You learned the Italian game before you learned really the American game.
Over in Italy, it was such a, like a 1-2 punch type of thing. You played the offense, you punched the clock, you passed the basketball, you set hard screens, you backdoor, back pick. Everything was more perimeter orientated. It wasn't as physical. Wasn't a lot of fancy dribbling going on. Just a couple steps here and there and straight to the hoop.
Not a lot of showboat stuff either.
No, I didn't see that until I came back over here in America.
That's what I was going to ask you about. You come to America, you're playing first junior high school, and you're a little kid with an Italian accent, right? They didn't know what to make of this guy, right? Then you go to Lower Merion, and still you have an Italian game. You weren't from the hood, you weren't one of the guys. You were sort of an outsider, weren't you?
I was an outsider, but I could still put the ball in the hole. I think that helped me bond with a lot of my peers because we had one thing in common, that's the love for the game of basketball. Then I started to learn from them, the showboat moves, the 360 spin moves and things like that, and I just added it in my game.
Give me a paragraph, if you can, in Italian to describe what it's been like.
Giocando nell'NBA era sempre un sogno. E adesso che sto giocando è una cosa che non posso credere, però lo amo moltissimo e spero di giocare nell'NBA per tantissimi anni.
Nicely said. You're 19 years old. At one point, you were the youngest player to ever start a basketball game in professional basketball. You are now the youngest player to ever start an NBA All-Star game. How do you not let this all become too much too soon?
Just continue to set goals. Just continue to move on. I always wanted to be in the All-Star game. I always wanted to be the youngest player to do such and such. Now that I've accomplished it, it's a dream come true, but I have to move on. I have to continue to set goals because if you just, lay back and observe for a minute, then it can become overwhelming.
You've been anointed something. You've been christened something. The new hope, the new torch carrier, so to speak, for the game. Do you understand the commotion? Do you understand it?
Well, I understand the responsibility of a new generation, a new wave of players coming in, and the torch being passed. I mean, it's been passed for so many years to a variety of players, and for my name to be mentioned, in that same category with guys such as Grant Hill, Shaquille O'Neal, it's a great honor.
I heard the other day in practice, you lost it a little bit at one of your teammates, and you really got going. But you know what? Even that, Kobe, is a step for you to finally step forward and say, hey, wait a minute, this is my team too. I'm going to say what I think for this moment. I'm not going to be brash about it, but if something bothers me, and you let your teammate know, there's a fire that's burning.
Yeah, and I'm just waiting for the right time to let it all out. I think under my circumstances coming here last year, I really didn't want to step on anybody's toes. At the beginning of the season, same type of scenario, but as I'm starting to develop a little bit more, my teammates are feeling more comfortable around me. I can express my thoughts, and I can express my feelings a lot more. Kind of assume more of a leadership role on this team.
You want to be the best player who ever lived?
I want to be the best basketball player I can be. And if that turns out to be the best basketball player to ever live, phenomenal. Icing on the cake.
Sunday Conversation was brought to you by